boy Buck again from Auto Drive Force. Today I'm going to show you how to replace a head gasket on a 2003 Dodge Ram. The first thing you want to do is take this airbox off. You just loosen this clamp off, and then there's a bolt back here, and then there's another bolt back. There's actually another bolt right here that you gotta take off. There's actually another bolt right there that you gotta take off. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but first thing you want to do is take the negative battery terminal. Next thing you want to do is each one of these cool packs, you gotta take this the bolt off, and then take this connector off. And then once you take this bolt off, there's another bolt in there that's holding the intake manifold. This is the intake manifold, this whole thing. This is a bolt to the alternator. It might be in the way of that first coil pack, so you can take it off if you want to. If not, you can work around it. It's up to you. Next, you gotta take each one of these connectors off. All you gotta do is slide it back and take them off the fuel injectors. And then you gotta remove these 8mm bolts. It's like 4 of them. There's a tensioner right here that you gotta turn towards your right to release the belt for the front of it. And then you have to take this alternator off. That's the only way you can get enough clearance to take the rest of the intake manifold off. And to move the clips for the throttle, it's pretty easy. They'll be lined up. You just got to hit the tab, push it out, and then just slide the other one out too. Next, you got to remove the intake manifold on both sides. This is the pipe, and these are the bolts to it. And then in the back, you see the bolts to that. Then in the back too, right here, you see there's 2 bolts. The sun's probably in the way a little bit, but one bolt's right here. You can see my finger, other bolt's right there. This is the mud flap that goes right here. My 2 bolts on my exhaust, they're spinning, so I can't really take them off, so I'm gonna have to cut them out. But this is actually a better way to do it anyway, because once you cut it out, you can put new bolts in, and you can easily get to your exhaust manifold right here. And I guess worst come worst, you can get easy to your valve cover too if you needed a wrench. Next thing you gotta do is remove the air box. It's pretty easy. You just lift it up. It's not really holding it down. Then there's this hose and these 2 hoses that go to your water pump. You gotta take them off too to get out your way, so you can remove the valve cover. Next, you gotta take the valve cover off. You also gotta take the AC compressor off too. It's like a couple little bolts on it, and the valve cover, I guess, on both sides. You also want to remove these bolts from this coolant tank. Next thing you gotta do is take this fan clutch off. There's like 2 holes on it, on this part of it, like this part of right here, and you gotta buy this special tool to hold it steady while you get a monkey wrench and a hammer, and put the monkey wrench on this part and hit it while you use the tool to hold it. It's a little annoying, but that's like the only way to get it off, to keep this still while you take the fan bolt off. Next, you gotta move the tensioner bolt. Next, you gotta move each spark plug. Then you gotta move the valve cover. I moved it on this side. You just gotta move the valve cover on the other side. Next thing you gotta do is take out each one of these rocker arms right here. It's pretty easy. You gotta have this lobe right here, the cam lobe, in like up position, and just put a 10mm wrench behind it and like pry it up, and it just pop right off. See, after I got all the rocker arms out, the little screwdriver pop them out. Then I take the harmonic bouncer off. You gotta get a crescent chain wrench with a rag and put it on there, and then get your extension to take the bouncer off the bolt. The bolt go counterclockwise, so make sure this is your chain is facing towards the left where you snap the chain on this side, and then you turn it this way, and this stop it from moving, so you can keep it at the top dead center. This is the jaw puller I got from Harbor Freight. It's pretty simple. Just put them in whatever knot you want in the hole, center it, put it around the harmonic bouncer, and just tighten it. Turn it to your right to pull as far as you can. You see it's like, you know, the bouncer's coming off a little bit. Next thing you gotta do is take the timing chain cover and the water pump off as assembly. Is this bolt, this one, these three, the four down there, that bolt right here, and them two. Once you take it off, make sure you put the bolts in the same location, like draw like a picture or something, or however you gotta do it, or just mark the bolts with like a pen, like put like a little pen, like put one, and then just go around the circle or something, whatever you gotta do it, because the bolts is different sizes and you can't put them in a different location. So however you want to figure out how you do it, do it. Spanner wrench up. I made a spanner wrench, and basically just put this one. Alright, so look, like it's a little flaw, so I think now if I had to cut these shorter, or cut this off right here, cut these off closer to it, so get there. See? I just stuck it in there. So I was gonna try to screw it back, but look, I didn't have to. You just gotta get some W30, and you really gotta put some pressure to this shit. Like, I mean, I did get the bolt off and shit though, but you know what I mean? I couldn't find it. This is a homemade spanner wrench. You know what I mean? One bolt at the top, like that. Two little holes. You gotta cut it short because you get the right clearance. You know what I mean? I ain't a professional, but self-taught. Oh. Driver's side, just in case. You never know. You never know. I don't know if you see it, but on the other side, I took the sprocket off. On that side, just do the regular bolt, the little thing that I made. This side, it seems like I couldn't. It's got these little things in here, so you can't really take them out unless you like maybe cut them out. But what I did is I'm gonna take this little whatever the hell this is, this little block thing in the front, then take this little side all the way out, maybe through that guardrail or something. I can get enough, you know, to throw the chain over. Once I throw the chain over, the bolt in there is like a 13 millimeter, and the idle sprocket should just pull out right. Alright, so you already knew how to take out the cam sprocket on that side. It's basically the same thing on that side, right? Then yeah, it's basically the same thing on that side. Then once you take the chains off, the idler sprocket and whatever this little thing is that's in front, that just come right out, and I guess, you know what I mean, the two chains match up. They're the same size, so you should be good that way. So once you you know, once you take the bolts out, once you take the bolts out of the block, there's a ground screw in the back, like right here or right here, wherever it's at. Probably right here. It's like a ground screw that's on that little you see it right there, the grounding strap right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's like that little loop thing, the little strap. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. So you know, it's another clue for auto drive force. First time ever ripping the whole block apart. Did it myself. A little bit of advice from Enos at Heinz Auto and the Mexican dudes up there at Lunas. You know, clues. Another video. Another one coming shortly. You'll see me again.